Is it just me, or did things used to be a lot easier? It might just be me, but I remember being happier then. It's probably just me, but it seems like everybody's talking too much. And maybe it's me, but they're not saying anything. We both made a promise that you could keep. I guess it just meant more to me, yeah. Is it just me, or does it feel like we don't even know each other now? It might just be me, but I don't feel like starting again. It's probably just me, but it feels like I deserve better than this. You made a promise from the bottom of your heart. You said it wouldn't happen again. I promised to love you till death do us part. If you promise not to come back till then.
Hello.
Hi, sorry about the wait there. I think you're just quiet. I think it's either this phone has bit the dust or you're just quiet tonight for some reason.
Oh, I'm trying not to be quiet.
But it's better than last night, so good.
I will attempt to talk louder.
I appreciate that. I don't have to. I sound perfectly clear. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'll have it figured out. And hey, if all goes well, I could be doing this from a computer in the next little while and not have these problems anymore.
That would be fucking epic.
And the rent has already been paid for a month, so I'm okay for December apparently.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
They had some financial issues with their current roommate, so the deal was just kind of get the hell out. So the room's paid for.
Perfect.
So we'll see. I don't know. These guys are not, they're not bullshitters. So, but I'm not too sure how well it's going to work out either. So we'll see.
Fuck yeah.
No, yeah, it's a really big relief. They're not liars. They're people I know. But as the night progresses, I'll let you know what's going on with that because I ran into a couple of people today. It was quite funny.
Cool. Okay.
But I'm trying to find my charger. I guess real quick, just since we've already started and everybody knows that, and I'm not going to be swapping and swapping and cutting and pasting and shit. So we've already started, but I will say, just for posterity's sake, hi there. Happy Wednesday. It is November 28th. 28th? It is November 28th, 2018. And I'm Eric, talking very badly at you. From beautiful downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where people who use the phrase, you never know what you've got until it's gone, aren't referring to as bacterial-resistant staph infections.
No, I don't think they would be.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's not what Tom Kiefer of Cinderella had in mind when he wrote that song.
Could I have stumbled through that any worse? Sorry about that, everybody. That was terrible. This staph infection that I've now battled 3 times this year is just raging through the Lower Mainland and leaving victims in its wake left and right. It is a menace to society. I didn't realize this at the time, that it is, in fact, the flesh-eating disease. They are one and the same.
Yes, they are.
So I have had 3 times the flesh-eating disease.
Which you gotta admit, that's kind of cool knowing that you've had it 3 times.
Well, let me tell you the cool part, because I was at the doctor yesterday and again today. We're re-evaluating my entire life. It's going to be a lot of doctor visits. I'll discuss that further off the air.
Okay.
But here's the thing. The third time I had it, I didn't have time to go and get treated.
Oh.
I just couldn't work it into my schedule because I wanted to hang out with this girl.
Yeah, guys will do anything for a woman.
I felt like my leg was broken. It was brutal. I couldn't walk. I had to have someone carry me home at one point. Anyway, not the point. Things went well. It was a great time. But I just didn't go. And then after that, work got busy. And then after that, you know, this and that. And I just ended up not going. Now, here's the thing. It cured. It's gone. It's not completely gone, but it's as gone as treatment would ever be necessary. So I don't need to be treated for it any longer. So I beat it on my own.
So literally, the best treatment for this is to do nothing.
If you're me.
If you're you.
If you're the super resistant me that I am, and you live the healthy, regimented lifestyle that I do to protect your body, then you too can become a super bacteria-defeating super staph infection slayer. Because that's what I am. I slay infections. I slayed fucking cancer. Now I slayed flesh-eating disease. Come on, Ebola. I'm ready for you anytime, bitch.
Right? There's only two left that's really going to fuck anything up, and that's going to be Ebola and AIDS, and I think you pretty much are going to be both anyways.
I am going to give the Ebola to the AIDS.
You're fucking Smithers. Or not Smithers, you're Mr. Burns.
Isn't it? I am.
You have every disease. You have more diseases than there's known to man. We've discovered 5 new ones. So I'm indestructible. Actually, no, you are quite delicate. Any balance could fuck all this up. I am indestructible. He just fucking walked away.
See, that's the part that frightens me, is that any change to my current lifestyle could jeopardize this. It could be the perfect chemistry right now.
It's true.
And
you'll get off the fucking streets, get into a fucking place, and then bam, staph.
Yeah.
Lose a leg.
Or it'll be some Donnie Darko thing, and a jet engine will fall through my room and kill me.
You just never know.
The day everything's fine, Ed McMahon's knocking on the door with the big check.
You get staffed.
Boom. Welcome, everybody, to Eric and Gord. I'm calling tonight the official launch of Season 2 because last night was a bit of a train wreck and edited very, very poorly, and it's just not a good episode. I'm not going to lie. It's very, very entertaining.
But it was very necessary. We
yeah.
had some jitters in the beginning of that one about even being back into it, so it's a very strange thing to start with.
Yeah, but that was our first time sex, and this is the second time we're a little more comfortable with our bodies now. We figured it out. We popped our cherry.
That's right. Which is funny. It took 101 episodes to pop our cherry.
Well, we're very frigid. Which, oddly enough, by Anchor's count, I think this is 104, and I have it as 102, but it's actually, I don't know, we're all over the map, and I love that about it. But
I think we should label this as episode 104, and then have you like, where the fuck's 102 and 103? What the hell?
Yeah. Well, I kind of know why I think, but I'm not going to talk about it. Anyway, great song debuted last night. Another great song debuting possibly on this episode from the upcoming album Post-Grunge Poster Boy, which has become kind of a thing because I've been showing it off at work because I'm actually quite proud of it, and it's 90s-ishness, which is, take a peek if you have time tonight, Gord. Just listen to the song.
Oh, yeah?
It's just a 2-minute clip of the song. I'm not giving away the whole thing for free, bitches.
No, fuck that.
So it's just a 2-minute clip of the song, but really, really great. And I've been showing it off, and people at work are blown away by it. And it's now become a thing where I'm proving that people our age can still play better music than people that are supposed to be listening to music now. So this post-grunge poster boy thing has become the anthem for the 40-year-old, and how much better our music was and will remain.
Which is true. true. I mean, because these kids nowadays can barely even play a fucking instrument, so.
Yeah, well, exactly. There's some quality bands out there, but not to the caliber that we had. And I didn't plan on these sounding so 90s-ish. It just happens to be the way I'm stuck, and they just came out that way.
For the record, 80s and 90s music is like pretty much all the fucking rave right now.
Yeah.
Because they're realizing that cocaine makes things so much better sometimes.
Well, exactly. And they don't know nowadays because they don't get good coke up here.
That's right.
But something that was interesting to me, I was talking to a fellow who was about our age yesterday. Actually, a couple of people who very much feel the same way we do, by the way, about our disenchantment with our generation and not feeling grown up at our age. We are just giant old children. But I was told that they're actually trying to lump us in with millennials. That date is like 76-ish.
Yeah, no, that's just no. Fuck off. Like, first of all, stop trying to fucking label everything, because even to say that all millennials are a certain way is a fucking stupid statement, because it's not completely true.
No, of course not. But
it's mostly true, but it's not completely true.
But this guy's trying to say that we are millennials. The age for a millennial, it begins in 76. So it develops, not you, I guess, but me. Oh, yeah, that would be you, wouldn't it? Are you? No, you're...
No, I'm 74.
Yeah, right.
I'm 74.
So he said it goes back like it's a 75, 76 kind of a thing. And I'm thinking, no, you motherfuckers, that's just one more attempt to completely wipe out my generation. As if we didn't exist. We didn't happen. We were just millennials. No, we were a very distinct generation, and we are still.
Our generation is the second best music generation to ever happen to fucking music.
And theirs sucks, so they're trying to assimilate us, so they can claim to be us.
No, fuck that. No, millennials are people who were born in the fucking. I'll put it to say late 90s. From basically 2000 up. That's a fucking millennial.
And that brings me back to the classic line, my favorite line from the entire Ashes of Purgatory album. It was easy to blame us until you became us.
Right?
They just want to, I don't know. It really bugged me that they're trying to either absorb us or trying to erase us from the history books with Johnny McDonald and everything else that was good that nobody will admit was good.
It's not going to happen.
And I'm sorry, I'm not going to get into it too big, but the whole Johnny McDonald thing is stupid. No, don't tear him down. Yes, the man did one terrible thing in amongst 100,000 wonderful things for this country. So, sorry.
No, absolutely.
And tearing him down and denying that it happened, that's an insult to the First Nations people as well. Because
all you're trying to do is just pretend like something didn't happen.
If we pretend like it didn't happen, then we're calling them liars, essentially.
Yeah.
That's not right. It's not right all around. Anyway, enough of that. Just our generation kicked ass. We ruled musically, and they're trying to take credit for it or trying to say it didn't happen, and I won't accept it, and that's why this album has become what it has. I never intended it to be that way, and but it's still kind of fun that people are talking about it.
Our generation was responsible for fucking rap. Our generation was responsible for the new age of fucking punk. Our generation was responsible for fucking speed metal.
Hey.
Our generation was responsible for all forms of fucking heavy stuff that didn't relate directly to Black Sabbath. Fuck you.
Every genre, though.
That turned everything. Every genre of music exists because of the 90s.
Look at the other genres that we don't give credit to. Look at the Chris Isaacs, the Sarah McLachlans, the Katie Langs, the Shania Twains, Garth Brooks, for fuck's sakes.
Okay, this is the one thing I am going to have to say. That's the only thing of shame that we have, is that our generation is the one that ruined and destroyed country music.
Or made it awesomer.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. No way. I fucking hate new fucking country. There'll always be called fucking new country because nobody fucking does it like they used to do it.
That's true.
It's all the fucking same.
It is its own monster.
Fucking plane came out. There is no fucking difference between the group of them. They fucking suck.
I enjoy Brad Paisley. He's quite a good guitar player. If you ever give him a chance, listen to his guitar playing. He's pretty amazing.
I have no problem with country guitar players because the way they do fucking chicken pick, some of the shit these guys can do is amazing. It's not the guitar players specifically that I have the issue with. It's the It's the fucking music itself.
Well, that's the industry in general. And let me just say, Taylor Swift, I don't agree with him at all. Honey, you're unique and wonderful. Please call me whenever you want. I totally disagree with him. That's just to Taylor Swift. Everybody else, no, I totally do. He's right.
Taylor Swift, I will not kiss your ass, but you would love to kiss mine. It'd be fine.
I will do anything to your ass. All right.
Mine or hers?
Well, that remains to be seen. Really, we'll leave it up to her.
I'm almost nervous for a road trip now.
You know, hey, Taylor, if that's what it takes, I think I can get there if I have to.
I know how to close my eyes. It's okay.
Oh my good Lord! Already, where are we? Let's see here.
A world of deep shit right now.
This train left the station 14 minutes ago, and it's already off the track.
Oh, they could ever.
We should have built a pipeline. Okay, I got to refer to my notes here. Where am I at? I beat MRSA. I'm a god. Then we went off nothing that I wanted to talk about. And here's what I wanted to get your input on that I think is really funny because a girl that I know nothing about and I can't stand, even though I don't know her, this Alessia Cara freak who's all the rage right now.
What is?
Alessia Cara, Canadian superstar, the new Carly Rae Jepsen.
Is this the chick from fucking Brampton, Ontario?
Yes, and just.
I never heard of her, but I heard an interview about her last time.
Right. Did the Grey Cup this year horribly. Announced that she's taking a break from social media because of all the nastiness of the social media culture.
Yeah.
And I'm of the mind that don't care. First of all, could care less. And secondly, you're not going to do anything about it. And third, trolls are funny. The trolling we did with Mary throughout the summer and all our vegan friends, I found absolutely hilarious. I think it's just a good way for the family to pass time. And where are you on this, Gord?
Okay, so I got somewhat mixed. Okay.
I knew you would.
So I'm not one for attacking a person specifically for who they are. That I'm not going to do. Using Mary as an example, I never attacked her specifically as much as I attacked what she thought she represented and didn't know enough about.
Exactly. Right.
Now, here's my issue with fucking social media shit. So there's this guitar player, a girl by the name of Sarah Longfield, I think her name is.
Sure.
Exceptional fucking guitar player. I've been following her since she was like 15 years old when she posted a video. She's played on stage with the likes of Zach Wild, fucking Steve Vai. You know, she's a very, very gifted woman. She's just got a record deal and she released her first album and all this great stuff. She released a fucking video not too long ago, within the last fucking month, and it's heart-wrenching because all it is just a musical interlude of her just sitting there in her bedroom playing the music, and over top of it is a guy's voice reciting all of the brutal, nasty fucking messages guys have left on her social media account.
Wow. And are the messages like girls can't play guitar or what's the? Okay.
Way fucking worse.
What's...
I mean, a lot of them, some of them do attack her guitar playing, which for me is just fucking retarded. Oh, fuck has left. She is really fucking good. She's very, very fucking gifted. She could play circles around fucking any guitar player on the fucking planet. She's very, very good. And to have people sit there and say shit that was just degrading, you know, just, why don't you put the guitar down and just show me your tits?
Yeah.
You know, like, just shit like that. I understand completely why a female, specifically musician or artist or whatever it might be, that's become a popular flavor. I understand why they would shut down the social media because the guys are fucking horrible.
Sure.
We are the scourge of the fucking earth. We are horrible fucking slabs of fucking meat. The world would be a better fucking place without this. There's no denying it. It's
Agreed.
popular very fucking quickly. But nonetheless, I understand completely why she was doing it.
Agreed.
Guys are fucked. And then any guy out there who's going on social media, who hears some music, and if you don't like it, make a reason why you don't just do suck. Fuck you. And if you're gonna make a fucking statement saying that you're a bad fucking musician, then you better fucking post something that's fucking mind-numbingly better than what you just fucking got.
Of course, I totally agree.
Because if you're not able to fucking say that, if you're just shooting your fucking mouth up, I would love to do what fucking James Silent fucking Bob did at the end of James Silent Bob fucking Strikes Back. I would love to do what they did, was where you get a shit ton of money and you just show up at people's houses and say, hey, are you the asshole that says this about our fucking our comic book? Yeah. And just beat the living fuck out of them.
Sure, of course.
I think it's a great thing.
And,
I think people should start doing that.
And I agree completely that should be allowed, and people should do that. I can't say I disagree with you, but here's the thing. I think it's funny. I love it. Again, I didn't attack Mary personally. Not once did I ever. And Lord knows I could have. But you don't do that. That's not cool. And I would suggest that's not cool to anyone for any reason. Don't attack an individual.
No.
Except Chris Galis. Absolutely, he deserves to be torn apart verbally.
That's fine.
Only Galis. But yes, I totally agree. But trolling, I'm sorry, I find it hilarious. I really do. And the more you tell me not to, the more I do it and find it funnier and funnier. Now, that's incredibly childish of me, I'm aware, but I just find it really fucking funny.
I find it funny to an extent.
But I do it personally as well.
Like, okay, I love when people troll businesses. Like, there's the Wendy's and KFC trolls are amazing,
yes.
Especially when they fucking troll back. I fucking live for that stuff. It's fucking hilarious. But when you're attacking somebody for their skill set,
no, never.
Something they actually are good about, like something they actually have a gift with.
Yeah, especially if you're completely way off base by it. You look stupider.
You're an asshole. You should fucking drink a bottle of fucking bleach. And if you happen to survive it, eat the container after.
Oh, if the person's not good at what they do, and you say, hey, this person's not good at what they do, no one's going to disagree. But if you're insulting someone who's incredibly talented just to be a dick, then you come across looking way worse than you intended. I in my opinion, am I wrong?
Normally, I would say, no, you're completely right. But in today's society, unfortunately, everybody's so fucking scared of words. They've given such value to verbiage nowadays that words can do more damage than anything. You know, people will get put in the hospital from a beating, and that's fine. But if you say they're a bad person, all of a sudden that's worse. You gotta still take that into account that today's generation of people, and I'm not talking fucking millennials and still, I'm talking about people who are in their fucking 20s right now and younger, they don't know how to handle criticism because they've been so fucking protected by us, our fucking generation of fucking parents, because we're a bunch of fucking idiots.
So would you argue that the oh, hang on, I gotta put you on hold for 1 sec. 1 sec. Sorry.
No worries.
Sorry about that, everybody. A little break in the show there. I'll explain later, or I can just take a break now. I'm sitting at the SkyTrain station. And gentleman just came up. Chinese, very stern-looking gentleman was staring at me, and he just came up and handed me $5.
Oh. That's cool.
So, hey, well, I am homeless. I forget this sometimes. I'll take it. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I forgot. For a moment there, I forgot, and I thought, I don't deserve this. And then, well, no, yeah, I totally do. Cool. Okay, yeah, no, I don't. I guess, yeah, point well made. Idiots are idiots. And yeah, so did the nursery rhyme die with Amanda Todd? God bless your soul, that Sticks and Stones nursery rhyme. Words will definitely hurt now.
It hurts worse than anything. Like, I mean, it's a pathetic state. I mean, we got to get away from this because you're just raising a generation of people who can't handle anything.
Yeah.
I understand the premise, which is, well, you shouldn't be saying these bad things to begin with. Well, that's good and all, but you have to learn to be able to protect yourself.
I'm still in the mindset, like, the G word that I've been trying all year to take back, and was much resistance. Now, half the people who use it don't use it wrong anyway. They don't know why they're using it. It's just to be cool, like they're tough friends. The people who do know are they don't even broach the subject because it's an institutional thing. It's not for our society. Prison rules belong in prison, and if you're that institutionalized, go back there. The goof word.
Yeah.
Now, I get called it 100 times a day at work, and I say to them, that means nothing to me. I've never been to jail. Sorry, the word has no impact. It's the big dumb dog from Disney, in my opinion. That's the closest I can get to it because I've never been to jail. So fuck you. Your word means nothing.
You know what you should say? Next time somebody calls you goof, you know what you should do as a reaction? Immediately take, like, 5 steps to the left and the right and then forward and back. Oh, weird, I don't see a cage around me.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Absolutely.
I'm sorry, I don't see an armed prison guard standing next to me, and I don't see a black guy getting ready to call me fucking cracker bitch dinner tonight.
Right?
So, no, fuck off, dude.
And again, I think I may have said it last night. I'm not sure if I did or not, but these guys bragging. I've been to jail 15 times. That means you're bad at crime. Stop it.
Yeah.
It's not something to brag about. That means you suck at what you do. I've never been to prison. I've never been to prison. It's not because I'm a good dude. It's because I'm smart and I don't get caught.
Yeah, that's the difference.
You fucking goof.
Like, holy shitballs.
I'm going to die.
Why are you gonna die?
Well, someone's going to kill me if they hear this episode. Someone I work with.
Oh, fuck them.
Funny stuff.
I'll fucking call you cocksuckers out. You fucking actually sitting there and going to call prison rules outside. Fuck off and die.
Yeah, and for the record, I'll go on the air and say it, and I've said it in the neighborhood. I've said it very, very publicly. You stealing my buddy's shit and me telling him about it, that's not ratting. And in prison, that's not ratting.
No.
I won't go to the cops because I don't want the cops involved in my life any more than anybody else does. But if I see you take my buddy's shit and I tell him and he takes it back to your head, I didn't rat you out, pal. And I'm not going to be a house mouse. If you have friends, and I'm sure you do, Gord, you know what a house mouse is. You don't want to be a friend to a house mouse. That's worse than a fucking rat.
Yeah, absolutely.
But somehow it's gotten to be that if I say anything to anyone about anything, I'm ratting. No, that's the biggest assholes in the group protecting their own asses. That's all that little rule is.
Do you know what ratting is? Ratting is telling on somebody specifically for your own personal gain.
Yes.
That's ratting. If you're going to rat someone, that's what you do to your sibling. That's ratting out.
Sure.
So-and-so actually did this, Mom. It wasn't what you thought. It wasn't the neighbor's kid. It was them. And they're doing it just so that they can look better in Mom's eyes.
Oh, and boy, did my brother get it. Oh, my brother got it. Holy shit, I ever a terrible kid. Oh, the poor bastard. She believed me every time, too. Until he proved me wrong eventually, which he always did. Which is always way, way worse when you rat and then you find out it was a lie. That's the worst. Oh. Anyway.
So just for the record, I had to take a little drive around because I have got some gas that is, like, literally, I think this might just wake the dead in here.
Well, that's good. Good to know.
The fucking car.
Try to capture it and keep as much as you can because you may need it to fuel your car next year.
Yeah, there's a damn good fucking chance of that.
Wow. We're going to be diving right back into it by the end of the week because things are really heating up. But politics, getting big stories coming out right now, especially with the return to work legislation imposed on Canada Post.
Which, by the way, I actually just heard a thing about that one. Canada Post on their website has just released, so yes, they're back to work, but if you ordered, like, letters and stuff like that, that will be getting delivered. But if you order packages, they're saying that a lot of packages won't be getting delivered until January. And if you order stuff from overseas, it could be until, you won't be able to receive it until March.
Yeah, that's retarded. Order through Amazon. Find other ways. Use courier services. Put these people in their place. I'm sorry. Call FedEx. Call UPS. Do not call Purolator Courier. They are owned by Canada Post.
Yeah, everybody else.
Get
fucking
a cab driver. I don't care. Get anyone other than these whiny pricks to, what are they fighting? First of all, they don't even deliver mail anymore. What the hell do they do?
I don't even know.
Exactly. Nobody does. They don't do anything. They're just demanding more money.
Yeah, it's got to do with, like, money and benefits, and fuck you, money and fucking benefits, you arrogant prick. I'm working at a fucking legit Canadian fucking company. I don't even get fucking dental for a year.
Yeah, but let's...
1 year I don't even get dental, and you motherfuckers are going on strike holding my mail for fucking hostage?
Put into perspective.
Just go fuck yourself.
These aren't benefits. My ex-girlfriend's mother retired full pension at 51 years old.
Wow.
Because she had never had a sick day ever in her, 40-year career. Yeah, 40-year career. She was 11 when she started with Canada Post. And she retired like 10 years shy of retirement because she never had a sick day. Which, good on her. That's great work ethic there, friend. She's a good Jew. But,
yeah, but how many people did she get fucking sick during that time?
Oh, definitely.
How many other people fucking took sick days because of her fucking stupid ass that wouldn't take a day off?
Which one of us is going to retire 10 years early, Gord, if this podcast doesn't make it? I mean,
I'm never going to die.
And for them, it's the gold standard. They work 2 hours a day and get paid for 8, and they retire 10 years early. They're going to all live till they're 300 years old because they're so healthy and happy and calm. What the hell are you striking for?
Yeah. Oh, well, it's a difficult job. Do you know why it's a difficult job? Why people abuse you verbally? Because you fucking go on strike so many fucking times.
And so publicly.
Strikes. I think it was 27 times in the last, the last 30 years?
27 out of 30 years. Come on. That's not even a bargaining period. A bargaining period average 4 years.
Yeah.
So that's...
No. Fuck off. I don't even care if it's 27 times less 50 years. You don't like your fucking job, fuck off and quit and get a fucking real one.
Yeah, that too. But no, I fully agree with the right to strike. I think it's a great thing and it's helped Canadian workers a lot. But these people are just taking advantage of a system that wasn't designed to protect already really well-paid workers.
Yeah.
These people should be pulling it, and they're asking other unions to come out and support them. They're saying because they can't strike, they're getting other unions to strike on their behalf.
No.
That's not you've got it all backwards there, guys. It's supposed to be you protecting the little guy, not the other way around.
Exactly.
Jimmy Hoffa would be the first one to come kick you in the ball and tell you to go back to work.
You're fucking right, he would. I'm surprised he hasn't showed up.
Wow, yeah, that's true.
He's been waiting.
Well,
Hoffa's not dead. He's been waiting for this opportunity.
He also probably couldn't give a crap what's going on north of their border. He was I don't think he cared about Canada very much.
I don't think he cared about well, that's true. He cared about a lot, but yeah, that's probably true.
Although you never know, the steelworkers, now international, because they take over, the steelworkers union expands into England now too.
That's true.
Who knows where he'd be at? It would be really interesting to see what things like this how they would be governed differently were he still around, because he wouldn't be an old man now. He'd still be around, I think.
No, fuck, he'd be like 90.
Yeah.
And probably quite decrepit.
I think he'd still be around.
I don't know. Probably be talking through one of those fucking voice boxes. No, you don't know, I can't see, you already know what he's saying.
He'd probably have one of those judge shows. Judge Judy, and then Judge Brown, and Judge Hoffa.
Judge Hoffa. You want your little shit, get out of here.
Because I think that's what everyone's ultimate goal is nowadays.
Yeah, just to get their own fucking reality show and become a judge and be on
get their own judge show. Everyone wants Jerry Springer's doing it.
Yeah.
Jerry Springer's getting a judge show.
Oh my God.
I think that's the end game for everyone now. Get a judge show.
Yeah, pretty much. Did you hear about what happened out here with General Motors?
I just heard. I didn't get to follow it very much, but I did hear a little bit.
So General Motors is closing their plant in what is it, Oshawa?
Yeah, I believe you're. Yeah, and to the tune of 60,000 jobs or something ridiculous.
No. It's not that bad. It's like 2,500 jobs. But the thing is that this plant in question was the most advanced and proficient plant of its kind in all of North and South America.
Also, the single largest government investment in Canadian history.
Right. And they're leaving and going to Mexico.
Yeah.
They've already closed 2 other plants on this, or 2 or 3 other plants on this. Now they're closing the last one. And General Motors is just like, nope, don't care.
No.
It's closed. There's nothing you can do about it. Fuck it, we're done. We got 1 year.
I knew NAFTA was going to do this to us. I knew it. I knew NAFTA was going to fuck the Ontario auto industry. I saw it coming a mile away. The writing was on the wall before negotiations even started. It's disgusting and so offensive. And really, it's such a major industry for us. Do we just get rid of the maple leaf and slap a burrito on our flag right now?
We might as well, because everything's moving down there anyway.
You're going to be the next Flint, Michigan.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's what it's turning into. Like, I mean, you've taken an area that has been built and designed basically around this fucking plant, where the bulk of the people that live around the area all either work there or have friends that work there and family that work there. They've been around for fucking ever, and they're pulling out. No, here's the thing, though. I understand why General Motors is doing that. And you only have the government to blame.
Yes.
Because it costs so much for a company to keep people employed here in Canada. It costs them so much in fucking wages and fucking benefits. It costs so much money. I understand. It shouldn't cost you $80,000 to get a brand new fucking Pinto.
No,
you know what I mean?
not at all.
It shouldn't work that way, but it has to because it costs so much. If they move the plant down to fucking Mexico, it will dramatically cut their fucking costs. Which means they can start selling vehicles up here for a lower price, which is going to be, in the long run, will be better for us in the long run as consumers.
Well, my question...
What do you do when we have nowhere to fucking work?
And no one who can afford to buy those cars.
Well, no, that's just it.
In our country, anyway. They won't be selling here now.
No, they're going to be selling them everywhere else but here.
But now, why didn't everyone give their heads a shake when it became cheaper to send plane loads of Mexicans up here to work than it was to hire our own workers? And we got the temporary foreign worker program and all this bullshit that led up to where we are today. No one gave their head a shake then and said, this is what's coming.
Yeah.
And now here we are. And exactly like you said, you can't afford to pay a Canadian, but... And plus now you need, under NAFTA it was 60% of the car or something had to be made in Canada was the... Or none. And now it's none.
I went for a walk for a second. I got back in my car and apparently didn't air it out very well.
Oh, good. General Motors, we have an issue for you to deal with. Just write to Eric and Gord at Outlook.com.
General Motors, fuck you.
Seriously.
You're a bunch of cocksuckers.
We absolutely...
It's about the fucking top fucking people in the fucking business. It's got nothing to do with the rest of the workers. It's about you motherfuckers thinking that you're not making enough money because millions isn't enough.
Right.
Fuck you. Fuck the fucking Rolls Royce you're fucking driving.
Where is the obligation to the country that saved your industry? Like, I know America did as well, but Canada did their part. We bought the auto industry and saved it. The industry would not exist were it not for our government. And now they're telling our government to go fuck themselves and screw Canada. Thanks for nothing. We're out.
Yeah, no. It makes me sick.
It does.
It's a disgusting fucking thing. And am I ever glad I have a second fucking one of those scented air tree things in my car right now?
And it's another. I mean, all that stuff you and I talk about ad nauseum about what an industrial country, what a resource-rich country, we're the richest country in the world, resource. Well, all our industry is gone.
It's gone completely.
I came from a very industrial town, a very proud blue-collar town. And when you grew up, you either worked in Kelowna at Western Star Trucks or Sunripe Juice Company. We looked forward to these jobs. This is what you grew up to do. You were a blue-collar dude. And before I finished grade 12, both of those had moved to the States because of the first NAFTA deal.
That's right.
Now, they did offer employees first dibs. Western Star offered their employees first dibs on the jobs. So if you wanted to move to, I believe it was North Dakota, relocate your whole family to an entire different country, you could keep your job. Now, that's such a shit fucking deal for the most part. Now, probably most of these people weren't even allowed into America, given the pot laws at the time. And for whatever reason, you don't want to drag your wife and kids to a whole other country to keep your same crap job for half the wage. Of course, nobody went out. Very few, I would imagine, did. I don't know anyone who did. But I know whole families that were devastated by the thought of their child not going because dad and grandpa before him all had. Same with Sunripe. It was a legacy that your family went in. And as was the auto industry, I know in Ontario is just proud like that, and you're good union people, and it's you train your son to follow in your footsteps that way. It's a huge part of the culture.
Absolutely.
And why are we letting it go? I mean, and I'm really happy with oh my God, what's his name? Jagdeep Singh, the leader of the federal NDP. It's Jagdeep.
Oh,
yeah. He piped up. Finally, I've been saying where the hell is he? He's been virtually non-existent since the Trudeau government came to power, and this he finally came out and raged against, and good on him for doing so. If this was the one he was holding out for, you definitely won my vote, buddy. If you can find a way to reverse it, this could make the NDP look really, really good in the upcoming election campaign.
Yeah, but the state of another thing going, anything is going to make the fucking NDP look good. I mean, you can't fucking, the Liberals have fucked so much shit up. The Conservatives have their heads so planted far up their ass that they want to do exactly what Trump did, which is just reverse everything that the Liberals did, even the good things, and that's just fucking stupid.
Well, the Conservative Party they can't even fix themselves. They got to learn how to govern themselves before they ever get back to governing our country. And people forget they're a coalition as well. They are still a coalition party. They're not the Conservatives and the hard C Conservatives, as they say. So they could just fracture and disappear into oblivion, really, at the end of the day, and no one would care.
No, it's true.
So we're basically a two-party race. And I think if Trudeau gets his second term, I think we're all doomed. Like, I made light of it. I've made light of it now for since April, since the inception of this little show. But it's not funny anymore. It's goddamn scary.
It's fucking terrifying. I mean, Trudeau is more willing to fucking defend an ISIS fucking terrorist supporter than he is his own fucking people. Like, what the fuck is that?
I can't wrap my mind around it. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. We did it with Omar Khadr. We're doing it with... And what is our love with these terrorists?
Like, I understand... I mean, again, there's that whole bleeding heart fucking thing where, protect others and give their others rights.
Yeah, 100%.
Another fucking topic I gotta quickly touch on since we're on this fucking rant. I'm sure you've seen the fucking clips and the pictures mainly of the fucking people from wherever, Guatemala and shit, and Honduras, who have come up through Mexico and they're trying to get over the border?
Yes.
Okay. So I was watching, I caught an initial news thing that came out from this independent news site, and the first reports that came out, and I watched the fucking videos, and this is the fucking clip. I actually saw the videos where you have hundreds of fucking guys that are putting women and children in front of them.
Yes, always.
Forward, and then they're launching rocks and shit at the fucking border security guard from behind, saying fucking let us in, and then they bum rush through past them, and they bolt, and they're trying to get to the train tracks, to fucking bolt along the tracks to get to the country. And then the border security turns around and drops tear gas on them to get them to disperse. And there's one picture that's being thrown on the fucking internet of a fucking woman with a kid in her fucking hands, and they're crying as they're running away, saying, I can't believe they're gassing kill women and children.
Yes.
I gotta say it, and I gotta say it loud, fuck you! Come on! Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I have some bleeding heart fucking liberal friends on Facebook, and one of them fucking posted a thing. I'm like, well, didn't you get hundreds of them that were throwing rocks and shit at these fucking border cars and then bum rush past? I said, what do you expect them to do? Just open the border and say, come on in?
Yeah.
You have to come in legally. There is a way to do this. And they're not doing it. And their response is, well, they've been traveling for fucking months trying to get through there. You know what? Another fucking week is going to kill them.
No, exactly.
They're not in that country anymore. They're not dealing with the same shit that they were dealing with. They're away from that now. Fuck you. You know, just because you're out of that country and you're going to be a refugee, it doesn't mean you have to come to the United States. You were in Mexico. You passed 9 fucking countries from where you were.
Yes, exactly.
So fuck off. You come here. There's a couple of great pictures that will come up where there's actually a guy that's grabbed a child and he's pushing the child forward. And people think, oh, no, if you look at the picture, he's shooting the kid. He's pushing the child away. You can tell by the picture.
That's right.
And I've seen the live fucking videos. You motherfuckers.
And let's not forget, being a refugee here is not like being a refugee there. You're housed in dorms while you're waiting. You're not living like animals on the border.
No. I mean, like, I fucking hate the extremism of fucking liberals. I hate the extremism of conservatives. I hate the fact that you're either one full-blown one way or one the other. There's no doing, there's no right, there's no wrong. You know,
you just
you all know I don't fucking like Trump, but even fucking Trump stood up and fucking... Did you hear what Trump did with General Motors?
You would not believe this, but I have not heard. I haven't had I have no idea.
Trump turned around and immediately said, if you do this fucking move, we're fucking killed. We're taking all your funding and you're not allowed to sell to us.
Yeah.
He cut them off at the fucking knees, and our own Prime Minister won't even speak out against it.
Our own Prime Minister won't speak out against anything except doing his job properly. I hate him for making me need to take this hard line stand on this, because I do love our immigrant population. And I don't identify as an immigrant. I really don't. I am 3rd generation Canadian. I'm as Canadian as any Canadian could possibly be. My family worked for Louis Riel. I've been here since the beginning. So when people go, what's your heritage? No, but my heritage is fucking Canadian.
Yeah.
I'm I'm embedded now. So, but I love our refugee immigrant population. I say yes, bring them in. We need them. We have the land. We're the 4th most least densely populated country in the world. Bring them. We got tons of room. Come on over. But come on over legally, properly, through the proper channels. Get the proper identification. Learn the laws. Obey them. And you're more than welcome.
Here's the fucking problem, though. For the longest time in Canada, you wanted to come to this country as an immigrant for whatever reason. There is a very strict set of criteria if you want to come to this fucking country.
As there should be.
We had the strictest laws coming to our country. And people seem to fucking think that we're what? Again, I don't like fucking Trump. But unfortunately, the man has made some decent fucking points in the past with certain things, and immigration policy is one of them. You need laws put into place to allow people to come in. Otherwise, they take advantage of the system, and the country loses money.
Of course they do.
These people don't pay taxes. These people don't do this. They don't do that. They live in fucking houses where you've got 45 people living in a house that's meant for 6.
Yes.
You cannot allow shit like this to happen.
Do I have any... Sorry.
For the country.
Do I have any listeners in Queensboro tonight? Call in. 604-655-9630 or Eric and Gord at Outlook.com. Queensboro, as you know, the edge of Annacis Island. Fully developed with these houses you speak of.
I'm raging way down, trying to calm down.
The only people willing to live on Annacis Island, because there's nothing there except for shitty industrial jobs and our wastewater treatment plant and all those houses, what are they, salmon-colored houses with the wrought iron fences and 45 people living in them. And just 43 of them are not here legally, by the way. And destroying industry. I'm sorry if we're really going to keep going down this. I didn't want to fall down this rabbit hole, but now here we are, destroying every facet of the construction industry, because 43 out of those 45 people will work for half of what a regular worker will work for, and they're putting entire industry. The drywall industry is tanking. You're losing money by being in the drywall industry because these people have undercut to the point where the product isn't worth installing anymore. They did it to landscaping, gardening, not landscaping so much as just gardening, lawn maintenance. 5 guys with a van will work for $8 an hour, whereas, you need about 20 to do the job properly. Who are you going to hire if you're a first-time home buyer? The $8 an hour guy. Obviously, he's going to do a shittier job, no doubt, but the standards of the industry dropped over the years to where that shitty job is now acceptable. And that's thanks to our government for eliminating inspectors, too, so that shit can just go unchecked. It's just the spider web that this creates that people don't think of is just monumental, and right to the fabric of our existence is being torn apart by it. We joke that for lack of a better term, we joke white people are going to be a thing of the past in 100 years. Well, so could buildings that don't fall down and governments that don't get overthrown every 6 months. There's nothing stopping our country from becoming theirs. Now, at this point, Muslims are going to eliminate every other religion in a matter of time. They're multiplying at a rate that we couldn't even begin to catch up to if we wanted to, and we're not multiplying at all because we can't afford to have a kid.
Yeah, they can because they're living illegally
and we're getting all the same benefits. What the fuck just happened?
How the fuck is...
How did why is nobody saying anything? Why does it take Donald fucking Trump to be the voice of reason here?
Well, I don't understand. Here's the thing. It's the same motherfuckers that will sit there and say, no woman should be allowed to have an abortion. Are you fucking... How many fucking people have you adopted? Then shut your fucking mouth. You have no opinion. You aren't taking these fucking immigrants in. You're not the one having them live in your fucking house. You're not the one fucking paying for them. You're fucking coming in, they're taking advantage of the fucking system. They're working for cash. They don't use a bank. They aren't part of the institutionalized part of the fucking country. They contribute nothing except for buying groceries. That is it. They make their own fucking...
Buying groceries?
But they're destroying the fucking country.
You'd be amazed how many of them are in the free food lines down here. They're not buying groceries. They've figured out the free food lines. And they're parking their Mercedes 6 blocks away and walking and taking the meals from the homeless people.
Yeah. And then when you point it out, you're an asshole.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm not pointing out any specific race or creed of people, and it's not by any means. I'm not saying it's all of them, but you'd be hard pressed not to say it's most of them, and you'd be hard pressed to say it's not their fault. Why wouldn't they take advantage? They're being allowed to.
They're being told to.
Any one of us in their position would do the same, and where's our leaders? Where are our leaders at all? We have none.
No, because they're not leaders anymore. There's no such thing as a leader. The term leader now has become this fucking thing where when I work for a fucking...
Well, it's probably not politically correct because that implies someone's a follower and that would hurt their feelings.
No, it's actually the exact opposite. I worked for a fucking company where they turned around and they changed the functionality of the management system, where instead of calling them a manager, they were to be referred to as leaders.
Okay, sure.
I stood up and revolted. I said, "Are you fucking kidding me? Why?" I said, "Do you know what has a leader?" Why? I said, "A fucking cult." And what happens to cults is based off of one person's self-righteous fucking belief, and the rest of the sheep have to fall. If they don't, they get ostracized, beaten, killed, or thrown out.
And I have never had a retail job that wasn't exactly what you just described.
Which, for the record, that was fucking Bed Bath & Beyond.
Oh, I've worked for other no company is different.
No,
that I can tell.
They wanted to stop using the term managers, and they wanted to refer to themselves as leaders. I said, in order to be a leader, you have to know how to lead. I said, all you fucking do is just repeat shit. You're not a fucking leader, you're a manager.
Yeah.
You don't know what a leader is, and the reason why you don't is because you want to call yourself a fucking leader.
And you know what we're doing? Who was the hot little brunette? The little short thing. Jamie? What was her name, I think?
Oh, up in the office.
Like Tara's boss.
Yeah, the fuck was her name?
I just picture her little bedazzled jeans. I can't remember her name.
I know who you're talking about.
Send your letters. I want to say Jamie. It was something like that.
It wasn't Jamie, but no, I know who you're talking about.
Anyway, Tracy. Doesn't matter. Your name doesn't matter. I'm sorry, sweetie. Her big thing was passing the buck. Oh, he's passed the buck. You got to pass the buck. Just pass the buck. Well, look at what passing the buck has done to our country. That's what fucking Trudeau has done this whole time. He passes the buck. Look where that gets you. Sooner or later, the buck has to stop.
Yeah.
I hate to be so fucking punny all in one sentence, but what happens when there's no one to pass it to? You're left with an idiot who has no idea what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Doesn't know what he started.
They put somebody new in the position, say, here, you deal with it, and then wonder why that they're overwhelmed and they either kill themselves or quit.
But see, they don't put one person in that position. They put 110 people in that position. Well, and they're 110 steps away from the decision being made. So by the time it gets to there, they can't possibly be accountable because they don't even have a fucking clue what happened.
No, they weren't part of the problem to begin with. They have no idea what's going on.
It's going on with their own goddamn pay system that they instituted. None of these people are even getting paid properly.
Yeah.
And nobody knows what's going on. Nobody answers to anybody. We don't... wow! I don't... Right? All you can do is scream and hope to God we're not just drifting. I just have this image in my mind of this whole part of the fucking continent just snapping off and sinking. Or just drifting off the edge of the flat earth.
There's days lately where I've actually sat there and thought, I wish I could numb my brain enough to be dumb enough so I could be like a flat earther, so I could be a drone, so I can be this thing that they want you to be, because life is so much easier just to pay attention to it.
I've said a million times that no truer statement has ever been said than ignorance is bliss. And I've said since the day I started learning about these things, the more I know, the more I wish I didn't. You know, it's just.
Very true.
I wish I had a girlfriend. I talk about her frequently. Dumb as a brick and the happiest woman I've ever met. Didn't want to learn anything. Very content. She was smart. She could drive a car. She could cook her food. She was very competent. But just didn't want to know. Didn't watch the news.
My ex's fucking mother was like that. She actually openly admitted it. I only vote conservative. Why? What if they throw the politician that doesn't matter? I'll only vote conservative. You're voting for the party, not for the stance. That makes no sense. Ignorance is bliss.
Sure.
And that was her response.
And now you actually are, because now we're going to get we're getting the proportional representation. So every vote counts, allegedly.
Every vote counts in Canada. Voting doesn't count in the state.
No.
People's voting means nothing in the state.
But proportional representation is a sham in our country, because you're still going to end up with millions of votes in the Ontario area, and rural BC gets fucked. It's
very true.
Yeah,
well, rural BC fucking put liberals in, so fuck off. That's all I gotta say. This is what happens when you let the rural fucking areas fucking make decisions. It doesn't matter who you put in. And that's the problem we're facing with governments nowadays, in North America specifically. It doesn't matter who gets put in. They all end up doing the same thing, which is fucking corruption and fucking lying.
And that's what I've been...
Sit there and say Obama was the fucking greatest president in the world. You know what? He did a lot of good. He also did some pretty fucked up shit, too.
Of course he did. And he did a lot of nothing.
People blame Trump for a lot of things that Obama fucking put into place and started, things like that. You know, fuck you. You know, you can't sit there and say that, you know, somebody is, like, perfect. Like, you know, my mother is a staunch fucking, like, she loves the liberal government. She's always been a fan of the liberal government. And even she's just like, look, I mean, like, they did a lot of good. They built up hospitals. They put money into nurses and things like that. They changed part of the educational system for sex education and stuff like that. But they fucked everything else up.
So is it possible... Well, I'm going to try to bring the tone down here, because I assume we're approaching the end of the show. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, probably.
350?
I got this come out.
That'll do.
Yeah, they're like I use 14.
Done.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, Gord, just got interrupted there. Are we moving in the direction? Do you think it's possible to go in the direction that I wanted to go in with my mayoral campaign, where we get the politicians out of politics? Can we reach that point? Because I thought if any good came from Donald Trump, it would be that we proved that we don't need politicians. Do you think that could happen?
No. The only way it could happen is in the downfall of society.
Yeah, that...
Everything would have to be wiped out in
Thanks,
order
man.
to start fresh. It cannot possibly happen. There's too many people involved, too much at stake, and all the countries. There's no countries, it's all business.
I knew you were going to say that. That sucks.
It's fucking true.
That sucks. Wow. You know, I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep fighting the good fight, starting in 2021, especially with my new work goals that I didn't talk about on the show, and I don't know if it's appropriate at this point to talk about on the show, just because I might actually accomplish them.
And then we'll catch up on those ones on the next episode.
Sure.
I'm not so fucking angry.
I am going to keep trying to fight the good fight. Oh, there's Brienne. Fuck, I wanted to talk about her too, because that's really funny. And trying to get my message across that we don't need them and we can save the country if we stop listening to these people. And yes, destroy society a little bit. As you said, yeah, we're going to have to tear it down a bit. You got to tear it down before you rebuild it. That's the only way it works.
Yeah, but the problem is it can't be turned down a bit. The way the system is set up right now, it has to be dismantled.
Yes, yeah, well, of course.
And all the people in charge, every one of them have to be either replaced or really seriously reconsidered, because too many people. First of all, you have to. The first step you got to do is you have to stop corporate sponsorship.
Yes, of course.
Corporations are not allowed to be a part of government. Not in the slightest.
They were never intended to be.
Not allowed to be a part of it.
There are people that can remain, and the people that we should have been following from day one, the Preston Mannings of the world, who got silenced so that this could happen. He was preaching this shit in the 70s. If you go back and listen to his speeches from the 70s, he was predicting all of this back then, and now it's happening, and he's sitting there laughing with his big goofy smile. And God bless him. People did want to listen to him. His party silenced him for this. This shit is not new. It's not like Trump started it. It's been planned.
No. The difference with Trump is Trump's the one that can't be controlled by any of these corporations or governments in the sense because he's worth enough personally and he's made his own money sort of personally that he's not affected by any of it, and he doesn't give a shit. The problem with Trump is Trump thinks that America can survive on its own, and it cannot.
No, I think it'll be the first of all, to be honest.
Yeah, because he doesn't. Because the thing that he doesn't consider is what the cost is by doing things at home.
Yeah, of course.
The sheer dollar value, again, look at General Motors. It's perfect. It's the ultimate reason why. It's too costly for not enough profit in order for them to run businesses out of this country.
That's right.
As a major corporation. As a small business is a little bit different because, small businesses used to be able to get away with it a little bit more because you didn't have to worry about, high fucking wages and having to have the best of the best benefits packages and things like that.
Right.
Now everybody has to compete with the top and the top and the top. And nobody can afford to do it anymore.
No.
So we're just going to see all these major businesses are going to be shut down. And everything's going to go, what you'll end up seeing is every business is going to do what Walmart's doing, which is we're just not going to hire full-time people.
Yeah.
There's only going to be, we'll hire 25 workers instead of having 6. But they're all working fucking 4 hours a day.
That's exactly right. And why not?
And that's just it. I mean, like, as a business model, it makes sense because this is what we force them to do.
Well, we never should have had to force them to do anything. You never had to, the government didn't have to step in and convince companies that a good worker deserved a good wage. That just happened. And
that was forced upon the government by the fucking bleeding heart fucking morons who sit there and started defending, saying a person working at McDonald's deserves to make $15 an hour. No, they fucking don't. You don't deserve to make $18 an hour to fucking flip a goddamn burger at McDonald's. It's a part-time fucking job for high school kids. If this is the best work you can fucking do, you should hang your fucking head in shame.
I never thought that inside of 70 episodes, the tables would turn so far as to have you being the one screaming that out instead of me. I love it.
Drives me fucking bad.
We are doomed, kids. Is that this? I was just going to talk, and I kind of glazed over, but I was going to talk about what an optimistic and happy season we're about to have here on the show.
Episode fucking 1, and we're just fuck the world.
Don't.
Fuck everybody, watch it fucking burn.
Yeah. You may not like it, but at the end of the day, everybody, there's one question you have to sit and ask yourselves. What if we're right?
What if we're right? We can't be that fucking wrong. You know? We just can't be that fucking wrong.
And, wow, that took a lot out of me. I'm going to have to square that circle in future episodes. Wow, I'm not going to sleep tonight.
I am so wish I had fucking weed.
You can't get it anymore because it's legal now.
It's legal, you can't get it. It's fucked. Oh, by the way, the first shipment started arriving last week.
Oh, wow.
The first shipment started arriving last week. Think about that. It's been a month and a half. The first shipments just started arriving. This welcome to legalization.
Thanks, Canada Post.
Oh my fucking God. Now you gotta wait till March.
Wow.
Unreal.
I'm gonna get my wish, and 420 is not gonna happen.
Nobody's gonna have any.
Nobody's gonna have any weed.
This guy hippie standing there crying, going, "It was so much fun a year ago."
Wow. And that is going to be the motto of 2018, I think, 2019. It was so much fun a year ago.
It was so much easier when things were illegal.
I'm going to end this before I start crying.
Yeah, I think that might be a good idea.
That was a fantastic conversation. Thank you. I really think anyone who's listening who has some opinions is going to be in touch with us on this one. Please feel free, Eric and Gord at outlook.com or ericandgord.simdiff.com. Get me on Twitter, Eric Brandon Hunt 4. Or just
For the record, by the way, listeners, for the record, if you motherfuckers don't start writing in or calling into the fucking show, I'm gonna stop getting angry.
well, there you go.
I'm gonna start being happy about shit. And I'm gonna talk about sunflowers and fucking roses and fucking poppycocks and whatever the fucking else makes me fucking happy, which is not sunflowers or poppycocks. But
Yeah, I like it.
we need your fucking support. We need to know how you guys feel about this stuff. We need to know what you guys think about this stuff. Are we way off base? Are we on par? What the fuck? We've got people that all across North fucking America are listening to this fucking show, and what do you fucking idiots know how to fucking write it? Come on. Are you that illiterate? Write the fuck into the show.
You don't even have to. You get your Alexa to do it for you.
Yeah, tell Alexa, fucking send an email to fucking Eric and Gord. Tell them they're a bunch of fucking idiots. I'm fine with that. If we got a message from Alexa, I would fucking shit myself and you would have the greatest fucking rant in the world the next day.
I like Cortana better. Agreed. So I can't say it any better than that, kids. I gotta actually cut this one short because I'm exhausted. I feel like I just worked out for 2 hours.
Yeah, I know, right? Like my abs are sore. I don't even have any.
I am going to be back to do this with you guys again in roughly 23 hours. Until then, take care of each other.
Fuck you. I don't even know what else to say.
That was ridiculous. I love you, buddy.
I feel like going to punching a puppy right now.
That is fantastic. That couldn't have been better.
Oh, wow. That felt really good, though.
That did. That was fantastic. Hi.
Really nice to get that shit off.
Good. How are you? How'd it go?
With my what? My Twitter girl.
You're. Oh God, I didn't get to talk about her. Oh, Gord is hilarious, buddy.
Oh.
I forgot to mention this girl at work who's, she's arguably the best looking girl at our work, which is really, I don't know how to put it politely, but,
Not a high bar to be surpassed over.
if you're the one in the village that doesn't have leprosy, you're obviously it doesn't matter what you look like, you're gonna be the prettiest one, right?
Yeah.
Because you're the one who doesn't have leprosy, so you're the ace. This girl, and this new girl has started, who's just so fantastically melt your face hot, it's ridiculous, and just cool and sexy and funny and great. And this other one's just slowly started adopting her look to a freakishly point where today she showed up just like looking identical, but so not. It's got. It was like Rosie O'Donnell putting on Angelina Jolie's dress and trying to pull it off.
Just not working.
Just hilarious, and it's so blatantly obvious. Like she copied her hairdo. It's a very unique hairstyle.
People still do that?
Oh yeah, like total single white female shit.
Oh my God.
And it's someone who borrowed my phone earlier. And I just embarrassed the crap out of myself because I realized I just said all that in front of the hot one. Because I asked how did it go tonight, and she said, what, with work or with my girlfriend in there? And then I just went on this little conversation with you and then walked away, and hopefully walked away fast enough, but I don't think so. But this is the one who I think likes me anyway, so it's all good stuff.
She's just going to be happy that you're talking about her.
And her name's Daryl.
Oh, man.
Like Daryl Hannah. How awesome is that?
Spectacular, actually.
Very cool. It's just been, I really wanted to get into that and some stuff because there's some cool stuff, but we don't really have time now.
We'll catch up on the next one for sure, because
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of my ranting out for the most part, so we're having conversation for some happier topics.
That was spectacular, and even if we don't do it on the show, I got a lot to tell you. There's some neat things happening. Because I kind of just went to them and said, hey, you don't have a position that I like. I'm going to invent one, and you're going to give it to me. And they said, sure.
Don't do it!
Says he didn't even feel the floor. Doctor says he didn't even feel the floor. Doctor says he didn't even feel the floor. Doctor says he didn't even feel the floor. But it felt it out. It's all on you. This is all on you. This is all on you. It's all on you.